In year 2000, we created what is today a global powerhouse, the BPO industry. We achieved this by promoting strategic investments in three areas. First, digital infrastructure. We encouraged more broadband services in cities and identified growth areas. Thus, the cost of international calls went down from 40 cents to 2 cents a minute for those using VoIP. And the number of internet users jumped from 2 million in year 2000 to more than 24 million today. And so that no Taiwan tremor or tsunami can cut off our cyber services from their global clients, we encourage PLDT and Globe to invest billions in having more than one international telecommunications gateway into the country from abroad. The second area of investment was an appropriate policy and legal environment. We created the Commission on ICT, headed here by Secretary Ray Chua. It was guided by the policy that the ICT sector should be guided by the market with minimal government interference, but rather with government support. For example, if the market calls for call centers, we should not force the investors to specialize in something else. Instead of regulating, we gave incentives to developers of IT parks, assisted investors in identifying promising provincial sites like Iloilo, and built more transport facilities to those sites. For instance, the Iloilo Airport and the access road from the airport to Iloilo. This philosophy drove the fast growth of call centers. And now the market is leading to the growth of the higher value-added segments of the offshoring and outsourcing industries, such as accounting, legal, medical, personnel, and administrative services. Third area of strategic investments, the development of human capital. More than 5,000 public schools now have computer laboratories. Almost 4,000 of them are connected to the internet. In technical education and skills training, Boboy Sihuko has invested 3 times as much as the combined budgets of the 3 previous administrations. A very large portion of this investment goes to scholarships for the BPO industry. For example, as Dr. LACSON Arcelo said, your school has produced over 400 of our scholarships under the finishing course for call center agents. And I'm so proud that 250 have already been assured of jobs. That's more than, that is about 60% hiring rate. You know that nationally, the hiring rate is 6%. So your 60% hiring rate is 10 times more than the national average. Our 400 young trainees form part of almost 3,000 graduates of Region 6's BPO training programs. Thanks to these strategic investments, billions of investments have been poured into the country, creating almost 500,000 jobs in BPO alone. Today, the Philippines with 90 million people has challenged India's 1 billion population for BPO supremacy, compared to $0.02 billion in 2001, which is almost nothing. Our BPO industry has earned more than $7 billion in 2009. And that's not far behind India's $9 billion for call centers, even if their population is 1 billion and ours is 90 million. The 500,000 jobs created in ICT are part of the legacy that I am happy to leave behind. And I am happy with what Dr. LACSON Arcelo said at the end of her remarks, that your achievement is our achievement. Your legacy is our legacy. And I'm proud to say that that is a legacy of hard work, a strong and stable economy, renewed global engagement, major investments in healthcare and education, and dramatic improvements in physical infrastructure like roads and bridges, irrigation, and ro-ro ports. Much work remains to be done. But with your help, I am determined to turn over to a new government, a new Philippines ready for the challenge of bringing the nation to the verge of first world in 20 years. And I believe that during that time, the leaders of our nation, whether it will be in politics, in civic life, or in business and the professions, will include among them our outstanding alumni from the John LACSON Foundation, Maritime University, and its related ICT Academy. To you, congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Madam President. Thank you.